go visit. I love hearing about getting to know you guys more about different, like, you know, cultural heritage you guys have. If you've lived in a different country, if you're originally, you know, you're living in the UK now, but you're originally from New Zealand or whatever. I love it. You dine a visit. My brother and sister-in-law are in Colombia at the moment. My sister-in-law is Colombian, and I'm trying to convince everyone to go over for Christmas. My grandma was like, let's do a big family trip. But my cousins and auntie and uncle don't want to go. It's sad. But imagine if we go to South America for Christmas, have some fun streams over there. I'm just using one apple. I'm hoping that this is enough. I don't think it will be, but we're going to just chop it up in a small saucepan. I got 2 saucepans, so we might as well do pair 2. You've convinced me. Chop up the apple, cook it in a little bit of mainly its own liquid. We don't want to add too much water because then we're diluting the flavor, and we're gonna eventually have to evaporate that out and reduce it down to make it really thick, what we want. So it's okay to cook it in its own juices because there's a lot of water content in the apple itself. Julia Child is considered to have made French cuisine accessible to the American public. Yeah, she had a unique voice, I've seen the movie Julie and Julia. Julie and Julia? Yeah, it's a good movie. Pancake 3, 2, 1. What's the order, please? You mean crepes, Ali? Crepes are 3 eggs, 2 cups of milk, 1 cup of flour. Okay. You don't need to really worry about these being fancy. You just need to slice them. The smaller they are, more surface area, faster they cook. Yep. You could add a little bit of sugar or salt in there if you want. But yeah, 3, 2, 1. Oh, I remembered it. I was telling Jay's mum about it the other night because she bought herself a crepe pan. Yeah. I watch other people make crepes and I'm like, oh, it's just so easy to remember 3, 2, 1. The ratios are pretty good. It always comes together and it's a really simple base recipe to get you to make crepes. 3 eggs, 2 cups of flour, 2 cups of milk, 1 cup of flour. Easy. Okay. So I'm gonna add about a tablespoon of water in there, just a tiny little splash. Put this on. Heat. That. These offcuts, remember that I had? I'm gonna pop them in the oven. See how they go? Look at that. Now, pear. I go through this stage where I really think that I don't like pear, but then you eat it and then you're like, oh my God, why don't I eat this more often? There's just something about it that, I don't know, just not as, I don't know. There's something about it that maybe it's harder to eat. I don't know. There's something about pear that I think that I don't like, but when I eat it, I'm like, oh, these are really good.